the major the the change. I'll be talking about the effect of taxes on the government revenue. Um, as we all know, a tax cut brings less revenue into the government. A tax cut does not pump up people to save money. Instead, they spend even more. Right now, the interest rate is at its lowest, which discourages people to save money in the bank. Um, and that makes less money available in the system. This is also true when it comes to corporations because they get loans at low interest rates, which is in turn pumps back less money into the system. Secondly, um, the tax cuts to corporations also allows the corporations to retain more money. The idea here was that when the corporations get to retain more money, they would then invest in the employees. But that seldom happens because corporations in turn they spend more money on the stakeholders and shareholders instead of the top-down approach, which was the idea behind the tax cuts. Secondly, with the less money pumped into the system, the government is then or therefore landed into the deficit territory. Now, embracing the deficit, the government has no other alternative but to sell bonds into the open market, where countries like China, Japan step in and say, we can help. We can help buy these bonds from you. Right now, the US deficit is at its max like never before, and economists estimate that by 2026, the bubble will bust. That would mean that they have to then make cuts to entitlements, Medicare, Medicaid, defense spending. This major approach could actually be done now. But as we know, politicians like to kick the can down the road, promote a false narrative, and do what's popular. What they should be teaching us should be to entice the nation to save more, should be to promote free school for courses like technology and promote education for free education so that with more skilled workforce the more revenue will be generated and that will help decrease the deficit. I hope that this analysis add more light into the current status quo and help us together come together and look at this once more and bring back a point of view that will be taken into account by our policymakers, by our senior advisors at the low level and high level. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Out of the following models, I believe Model E will be less reliable 30 years from now. Model E states, A model to predict how much carbon dioxide the burning of fossils for energy will emit 30 years from now. The reason why I believe this would be less reliable, because I honestly believe that the technology that we are creating will evolve so much that we won't be so dependent on burning of fossils for energy. We already have the charging stations for cars, which is already slowly becoming affordable for all income families. People already believe that it will do our environment well by not using the burning fossil method anyway, so it will be a matter of time before a company finds more reasonable and useful ways to run cars, houses, and everything else. Thank you.